Lizzy with you today, doing a clean and simple layout, but using lots of layers. Once again, I've pulled out my Felicity Jane papers, and I find that the patterns are really, really lovely in the collections that she has. So I've stuck with mainly greys and blacks and whites with just a little pulp of colour for this page, which is not like me, but it's sometimes nice to do something a little bit different. Here I am shuffling my papers, and in this video I've left quite a bit of my shuffling and moving around of elements, just so that you can see that that is what I do when I'm creating my layouts. Mostly I've cut it out, but because at the end of this video I lose my film, my camera stopped working, I've decided I've got a little bit of time to play with the earlier part of the video, so I've been a little bit more generous in leaving bits in this time around. Here we are attaching some little strips of paper, and this is a trick that you can do to make it look like you've got more layers, but you haven't, you've just got a little bit tucked in. So I've done this at the top, I've tucked some bits in, at the sides. Some I've, even on the right hand side, in a minute you'll see I've attached a little bit that sort of looks like a tab. And sometimes I don't glue them down, sometimes I just stick it with a bit of masking tape. I love my masking tape. Using a stapler initially holds your layers together, but means you can flip up the different layers and tuck things in as well. So staples are handy. I tried that brown paper, but it just didn't look right. I stuck with the neutrals, the whites and the blacks. When you're doing a clean and simple page, you really don't need a lot of elements. So that's also a reason why there's not a lot to this page. I like it though. I really like the way it turned out, which just goes to prove that you don't need to put a lot on sometimes to make a page work. Made a banner with that little bit of paper popping out of the top, or a fishtail, I think they call it, don't they? I'm not quite sure. Anyway. And if you do have papers that you like these ones are pretty precious and special to me because I won't get any probably ever again, you just cut down the bits so that you're not wasting them. I got these paper clips at Officeworks and they're wonderful. They're metallic and there's a whole selection of different colours. And I keep forgetting to use them, so if you've got paper clips, pull them out, use them for embellishments. My stamps I've just reorganised or started to reorganise, so I've put particular sentiments in particular boxes. I've split the sets up because I'm not on Teams anymore. So this particular set has things like awesome, special, clever, fabulous, fantastic, all those, I don't know, superlatives, I suppose. This is my Misty, which I absolutely adore because I can re-stamp. So I'm not very good at stamping, but I just keep re-stamping until I get a really clear, crisp image and the paper doesn't move. There are other similar tools on the market, and this is how I clean it off. Bit of scrap paper, and then I have a Stampin' Up! Cleaner, which I love. So that works for me. We all have different ways. I know some people use baby wipes for cleaning their stamps. So that's how the image turned out, and then I cut it out, popped it on the edge of the photo with some dimensionals, I think, Stampin' Up! Dimensionals. This photo was taken of my grandboy one day when we were looking after him, and I really like it. So this page is scrapped for me. I use foam behind the paper and it gives a nice bit of sort of softness, and you can stamp more effectively. It works better, I find. Like I say, I'm not a good stamper. So, and I think I use VersaFine. Did I? VersaFine ink, which for me works as best. They always say that you should leave your stamp, once it's inked up, on the paper for just a little bit, and then the ink soaks in. So the special sort of became part of the title, and I have popped my photo and its layers up on some foam dimensional tape, which is just a $2 dimensional tape. I find it as good as any. Here we go, putting that little special on. So my idea with this one was also because I've started to sort out my stamps to try and use my stamps a little bit more in my scrapping. So I feel pleased that I've done that in this layout. A flare, and I also left in my moving around the flare trick because it did take me a while to work it out. I was trying to keep everything contained in this space on the photo, and I finally realised that I actually needed to have another small cluster up the top right, which is where the flare lands, because I was trying to do the triangle thing in this little area and it just didn't work. There's too much going on. So yeah, up there it goes, and of course I had to use something else up there as well, so back out with some bits of paper, pattern paper, and then I think I half punched, like not a full circle because I didn't have enough to make a full circle, but once you tuck it underneath it looks like a circle. So I did that twice, once up the top and then once on the left of the photo beside my journaling. You'll notice a lot with my layouts too that I use journaling as a design element. I like to journal, I like to tell a story, and so I'll often, as in this case, I've used the journaling to sort of cluster around the photo, draw the attention to it a little bit more. Works for me. I think I had a staple up the top as well, just to tie it in a little bit. Yeah, and then cut off the side, that's right. The only bits that you don't see on the photo are the enamel dotty things that I have to add and some stickers. The box on the left is where I keep my Kitaholic kit supplies when I get them each month, but of course that changes each month. I clean them out and then put new ones in. I thought that red key might work because I have got a touch of pink around the photo, or pinky red, but in the end I went for a neutral colour again, so I'm keeping it all quite neutral. I ended up with the little chevron, the wooden chevrons there. I coloured them black. Just thought, I didn't have anything else that was wooden on the page, and I have got quite a few black elements, so I thought that sort of tied it in a little bit better. And they're Corbett Creation wood bits from an Australian company. Here we are with some more dimensionals behind the key, the padlock. And look, the padlock has no significance at all. I just liked it there. So, if you like something, why not put it on? Today I was doing a vintage page, and a pink elephant decided to go on the page. And I thought, okay, it looks okay, why not? So that's just a word sticker that I've backed on the black as well, keeping with that black. And once again showing you how I've gone, will it go there? Should it go there? Will it go there? No, it won't go there. That's no good. Where shall I put it? I want to use it. It's got to go somewhere. Where will it go? Oh, there. That's where it should go. And basically that's what I do. Once again, this page is completely unplanned until I start scrapping. There I've added some stitching as well. I went away and added some machine stitching with my sewing machine. So everything is just done ad hoc. Just as I'm working, it develops and it works as I find bits and pieces to add. So there's no plan at all. I just have the photo and pick some papers and off I go. Works for me. And recently I haven't even been using sketches. I do like sketches, but I haven't bothered with that. I've just sort of thought, oh, well, I haven't done a one photo page for a while. I don't want to put it in the centre. Where shall I put it? These are the stickers that I've got recently. So I went through these ones, and this is almost the end of the recording. So a few more stickers get put on the page, and like I say, some Ranger enamel accents that you squeeze out of the little container. Yes, camera malfunction. Never mind. And here's some close-ups. So the top one with a funky flare, and there you can see some of the layers, and I've tucked that little sticker there, smile, click, gotcha. Added another heart sticker behind the little paper clip there, and you can see some of the enamel accents, the magical in this moment sticker. So I've added a few more little red accents, but that's about it. So thanks so much for watching, And I hope you get some ideas from this. And of course, as always, happy scrapping. Bye.